certainly come close, and you poured on a little bit in the last 20 minutes there. How do you assess the 60?
Nowhere near what we need. Just disappointing. Just, I don't know whether we thought it was going to be easy or not, but to me, they wanted it more than we did for 60 more minutes. There were spurts where we looked like we were ready to compete and do what it was going to have to take to win, but certainly wasn't nowhere near enough.
I wanted, because we talked about Kakko earlier in the day, and then, when you load up at the end there, that top line, he's kind of a domino that follows. He's out there, he draws a penalty. What'd you see?
I just thought he had a real good night. I thought he played with a lot of energy and an edge to his game. Played with some confidence. I liked his approach.
With starting him down in the lineup, was that similar to like what we talked about with Strome? Was that to give him a little motivation, a little message to him?
Yeah, it was just his play wasn't what we needed to be, and he knows that. And just other guys I thought were playing better than him, and at the time, but I thought he did a good job throughout the game, playing better and better as the game went on.
How do you put your finger on this? You talked about the team looks better in the second half of the season. You feel like they're making strides, yet I think it's 5-5 in the last 10. It's still kind of this win one, lose one thing. Like how do you shake that?
Yeah, it's I'm surprised about tonight. I'm going to be honest with you. Tonight was I didn't see this coming. It's something that I didn't expect. At the end of the day, our top players have to be way better than they were tonight, and our top players were nowhere near what we need them to be if we're going to have a chance to win night in, night out. And it wasn't just two of them; it was 8 or 9 of them that had bad nights. And we don't, we're going to have a hard time winning when that many guys have bad nights.
At the end, you're trying to come back, and you put Panarin and Mika together. Is that something that you think you might have to go to?
Maybe. A little too early to tell right now, but we'll see.
And what did you think of Alex?
I thought he was solid.
Anybody else?
What did you think of Buchnevic's game tonight?
Again, our top players weren't where we needed him to be, and he's one of our top players. So, it certainly wasn't just him, that's for sure. I don't want to just harp on him, but, there's a big drop-off from a bunch of guys that had good nights against Toronto compared to what happened tonight.
He's someone that's, been up and down. You've talked about that before. What do you think specifically you want to see from him down the stretch that would really impress you? Is it just overall game improvement, or is there a specific thing?
Just overall, I think consistency. But I could tell you, sit here and bring up any player, and I could tell you that that's everybody's issue right now. As he's alluded to, we're 5-5 in our last 10. So it's not just one guy. We as a group have to be more consistent, and it's just not good enough night in, night out. We have good nights and we have okay nights, and tonight wasn't even an okay night.
Just the lack of offense for basically 55 minutes. I mean, how do you assess that? What were the issues?
They did a very good job of staying inside and saying to themselves, they're going to make a mistake eventually, and inevitably that's what happened on all 3 of their goals. We just gave them, all of them were off the rush, just sloppy play, and us making cross-ice passes and not attacking with the puck, and we let them get in structure all night long. We were slow. We played slow tonight. I give them credit, though. I don't want to discredit what they did. They did what they had to do, and they were very, very disciplined in the way they needed to play, and they did a really good job of it.
You've talked at times about the difference between intention and execution. On Ryan Lindgren's pass, the backhand pass, was that wrong intention or wrong execution at that point?
Both. When you're a left shot defenseman and you're his makeup, that's not a play that we, especially with Eichel on the ice, you got to know who's on the ice with you. And that line was actually doing a good job. They had hemmed him in. It was a good shift, and we start their breakout. And again, I don't want to harp on one guy because you go down our lineup and every guy did it at some point in time tonight.